Hey guys, Dan Full, Mr. Grey, Dandalf the Grey. Why am I holding my mic like this? Is because my wire for my camera is broke, so I can't get too close. But anyway, I've been talking about the paranormal for a lot of years now. And, you know, I've had a couple of days off work, so I'm procrastinating way too much. So I thought it'd be a good time to look at the very earliest ever paranormal videos uploaded to YouTube. Now, YouTube was created early 2005. The very first videos to be uploaded to YouTube was called Me at the Zoo. It was by one of the co-creators, Jawad. I don't know how to say his name, unfortunately. But it's basically him talking about how big an elephant's trunk is.
Alright, so here we are in front of the elephants. Cool thing about these guys is that they have really long fronts, and that's cool.
And that was the first ever video uploaded to YouTube. Obviously, they were testing out their technology at the time. They probably didn't realize exactly how big it was going to become. It's the biggest video platform on the internet to date. Nothing else comes close. Not Vimeo, not Twitch, not any other video platform has ever come close to how big YouTube is. YouTube is a great place. It has its bad places, like every platform, but it also has good places. And for me, the last couple of years, it's been the paranormal. Now, if you're new here, I am a skeptic. I am an open skeptic. I'm open to all possibilities, but I am a skeptic. And I've mainly made debunking videos over the years. They've started to slow down now because I truly believe there's nothing else to debunk out there. Myself, I'm just saying, that's my opinion. But I have watched a lot of the paranormal on YouTube over the years, and this probably, if you watch my breakdown analysis, why I skip a lot. You know, it's because there's only so many times you can watch the same clip over and over and over and over and over again. I'm just saying. I've recently been, going down memory lane of all the paranormal videos I've watched over the years to see which ones actually genuinely creeped me out, because there are a few that genuinely creeped me out. And what were the earliest paranormal videos ever uploaded to YouTube? So in no particular order, I'm just going to play a few and we're just going to watch them. Now, this first clip, it's not paranormal, but it's the earliest video I remember going around YouTube, or even the internet at the time. I remember watching this way before YouTube ever existed, and it's genuinely getting me on edge just thinking I'm about to watch it now. But it's basically, what this video was going around in the internet the early 2000s, and the story was you had to watch this car drive around the countryside, but keep an eye out for the ghost on the bottom right hand corner. That was the story, but it wasn't. We're going to watch it and I'll explain it. I am already terrified because I know what's coming. Even though I know it's coming, keep an eye out for the bottom right. Not for the faint-hearted. Warning. Warning. Fucking dickhead! I knew it was coming! I thought it was going to be later in the bloody clip. I knew that was coming and it still had me. I thought it was going to be later in the video. Bloody hell, man. I haven't seen that clip for years, but basically, that clip is from a car advert. Apparently it's a car advert. I don't even know if that part is true, that it was a car advert from Germany. It's a possibility, because the Germans don't mess about. But that clip got posted around, like I said, probably before the days of YouTube, but that's one of the earliest, almost 18 years ago now. That clip was first uploaded to YouTube. And I remember when I first saw that clip, obviously I jumped out my skin. And I was on this forum back in the early days. And I reposted, well, it wasn't even called reposting back then. I copied the link, or uploaded it to a forum I was a part of. And I got a lot of angry people towards me. This was like I said, early 2000s. I got a lot of really angry people, very angry at me in the forum because, I remember it and I felt really bad. One of them said my little daughter was watching behind my shoulder and now she's terrified. I felt so bad. I felt so bloody bad. It was the early days of the internet. But yeah, that one always terrified me and still makes me jump apparently. But although not paranormal, that's, if you were back then in the early days and if you search now, that was one of the not the very first, but one of the first paranormal clips to ever be uploaded to YouTube back in 2005. Now this next one, I've never actually seen. It's from Prism, called Paranormal Research Investigative Studios Midwest. I don't think I've ever seen this one, so I have no idea if I'm going to get jump scared or someone, you know, trying to say this is something legit. But this was from 2005. It was filmed. It was a paranormal investigation in the Villisca Axe murder house, which we've seen recently over the last, say, year or so. But yeah, it was also a paranormal investigation back in 2005. So the clip is 2 minutes long. Hopefully I'm not gonna poop my pants. So it's very sad music. It's so loud, I'm gonna get ruined, I know I am. The following footage is from a paranormal investigation of a home where 8 people were murdered. There were no windows in the house, no windows open in the house, no drafts or air noticed in the rooms. There are no fans, air conditioners or heating is turned on. Absolutely nothing was faked. This is a room where 4 children were found murdered in 1912. Watch as the closet door closes and opens on its own. I wish that music would go away, it's too loud. I mean, you don't have to have windows or doors open to have a door open and close. You know, there could be drafts coming from the attic. It's just the way it is. But that clip apparently is from 2005. It was uploaded in March of 2006. So I don't know the legitimacy of the 2005 marker. But again, one of the earliest clips. Now this next one is one of the earliest, but it's from 2006, mid 2006. And I actually made a full-blown debunking video on this clip 3 years ago now. And some people agree with me, some people don't, and that's fine. But we're going to watch it. It's the Gettysburg Ghosts. It's the Gettysburg Ghosts flying through the trees, which I sort of proved that it's not flying through the trees, but we'll get to that. And I remember saying in the video that the people taking the video, I think they genuinely believe what they're looking at is real. And you can see little white things floating through the trees. There you go. And again, almost like they're zigzagging. Now the debunking video I made a couple of years ago about that clip, it is a cool clip, and like I said, the people in there taking the video genuinely believe what they're seeing is real. But I can't remember all the details I went into now to find this out, but they're looking down a gradient, down a slope, on a distance, on a zoomed in camera, and you know what they think is floating through the trees is not. They're actually looking down, and what I looked up at the time of that video I made it, they have horseback trails going through all of Gettysburg, and it, as you know from some of the clips, if you look at them very slowly, they look like people on horseback, and I think it's because they're looking down at they're looking down a gradient, a hill towards the trees. That's why it looks like they're floating in the trees, but they're looking down a bit because you can hear them say, "Look down there." But that was uploaded in 2006, and I remember watching that years ago. I can't remember if it was before the days of YouTube or in the early days. I can't remember, but it was a bit creepy, I must admit. Well, when you look at it and watch it more and more, you realise it's not that creepy. But you know, that was 2006. Now this next one you might not have seen before, but it's a classic ghost caught on camera on CCTV at the petrol station in America. Was even reported by CNN back in 2006. Right, we're gonna watch it and let's just see what you think about it. Very old footage. You've probably seen this on top 5 channels over the years because they love this shit.
An eerie, luminous blue ghostly image caught on surveillance video last Sunday. Station owner Amid Abu Zakaria had to do a double take.
I watched it for half an hour and then actually I see it move. That's really, I got freaked out.
Think that's freaky? Watch this. The image sits there for
It's very
half an
freaky.
hour, then flies off. Now, watch this. The ghost on the car windshield.
I don't have bug on the lens on the card, unfortunately. But that was a classic, very early misunderstanding on YouTube of a bug on a lens pretending to be a ghost. How dare those bugs? But yeah, that was reported by CNN back in 2006. Apparently it baffled a lot of people, which is fascinating. But the old classic bug on the lens never fails, and it's still being shown today on top 5 channels. There's still new footage of other things reacting to bug on a lens on top 5 channels, because that's what they do. Now this next clip is another classic, which again you still see on some top 5 channels, even though this was almost 17 years ago. Well, the original footage was actually, I think, 19 years ago, but uploaded to YouTube like 16 or 17 years ago. And again, I made a debunking video on this 4 years ago now, something, I don't know. But we're going to watch it and then we'll go over it. I don't know if I'm going to get copyrighted by this one. It's a cop car chase, which if you haven't seen this, I'll be surprised, to be honest with you. And they called it the ghost car. I just realized as well, looking at this clip, someone is filming a TV monitor or TV screen, because you can see the reflection of like 3 people watching it as they're recording it. I've only just noticed that now. I've never seen that before. Maybe this is only on this clip. Who knows? Watch. And it's gone. Now look at the fence shaking. Now I remember seeing this on TV shows before the days of YouTube. Because you'd always get those like, you know, what could this be? With bloody William Shatner or Will Riker. What's the guy's name? I can never remember his bloody name. But even they were baffled by it. Probably not, but you know, the script says they were. And for years, I kept seeing it on top 5 channels. Is one of the earliest debunking videos I ever made was about that clip. And to me, it's plain as day what happened there. Crashed through the fence, thinking, you know, because you weren't going to stop, and the chain weren't linked at the bottom of the fence. It's as simple as that. That's why you just flapped open like a cat door. And that's why you can see it shaking when the cop car stops. It's as simple as that. But for years, that went around not only top 5 channels, it went around mainstream bloody TV shows, you know, the Unexplained or something. And they'd have experts come on like, I don't know what happened here. I've been looking at video clips and photographs for all my life, but I don't know what's going on here. I got over 30 years experience. Sorry, I don't know why I'm doing that, but that's my experience with those kind of shows. They'd get the expert in, and it's some dude who like was probably an expert 50 years ago on the technology about 50, 60 years ago. I'm sure he was an expert, but now they're asking him to look at modern footage and stuff like that. Now there's more videos on there which I wish I could find. There used to be a clip which genuinely freaked me out. I think it was called Soldier in a Gettysburg House or something. I've tried searching for it, but it's like a family going around. They're looking for ghosts. You know, they're out there. They're looking for a ghost, basically. And they're going around this house. The footage is so pixelated and so low quality. You barely see a couple of seconds of like a 2-minute clip because it's just so dark and so low quality. But as they get closer to this area, a ghost comes out of the shadows and scares them and they run off. And I can't find that clip anymore. But again, that was one of the earliest clips I ever saw on... Again, before YouTube, I think that was. But the reason I wanted to make this video is because your more recent scary clips, they're not scary to me. For some reason, those old clips, even the bollocks, those old clips are still genuinely more creepier to me than today's videos doing the rounds on top 5 channels. I'm not talking about the real paranormal investigators now. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about, you know, the clips which are clearly made up. They seem to be losing all imagination and originality. I've said this before. That's probably why I'm getting so bloody jaded of them. But I want to see someone bring out the creepy clip, but not take it too far. Because, you know, there's some clips out there now today doing the rounds, which they're bollocks, but they are genuinely, some of them, creepy. And then all of a sudden they'll have a bloody shadow dude fly across, or something will fly across the room, and that's like, no, slow down. Slow down. You didn't need that. It was creepy before that. I just thought we'd go through a very brief history of the paranormal on YouTube since the early 2005 days. It's mad because the very first video of me at the zoo was uploaded on April 2005, April 23rd or 24th, and then the very first paranormal clip was uploaded a month later. It didn't take long for people to start uploading creepy clips on YouTube. It's mad how that turned out, you know, and almost 18 years, 19 years later, we're still uploading creepy paranormal clips. It's quite good, actually. But anyway, that's all I wanted to talk about. I hope you enjoyed. Leave a like if you like this video. Leave something new to my channel. I do this quite often. Yeah, that's it. Thanks for watching, and bye for now.